work that we do, how Mr. Yemma teaches it, it's a fun way. So it's not like I'll be bored and not entertained by how he teaches.
My favorite part about science class is the teacher. I just like the way he teaches.
My favorite part about science class is the gizmos.
We do different stuff that I don't think other schools do, and it's a good experience for us.
My favorite part about science class is the hands-on experiments we do.
Mine would have to be the gizmos that we do.
We don't just go da da da, this, that, da 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 da. We actually do stuff and like we have like hands-on learning.
My favorite part about science class is the teacher. He's pretty funny and he's pretty cool.
iPads help during science class and every other classroom because it just helps open up new and different ways to learn, and it just gives us different experiences.
iPad made it easier to like research things like on certain subjects and sciences like
we get immediate feedback because like as soon as we return it to you, you can grade it faster.
Then we can all work individually or with each other, and it's easier to do gizmos.
iPads make work easier because we don't really use paper no more or pencils, so everything's in your hands and you could look anything up if you need to.
Like placing it and seeing it, like the data show up right away than it is for us to just use it on paper or have Mr. Yemma in the front of the classroom telling.
It's more, I guess, interactive than with paper.
iPads have helped me learn a lot quicker by helping me graph and giving me new resources to use as I work.
Well, they help us better and we get a lot of information, and
the iPads changed the way we learn because it helps us we have more hands-on experience with things online.
iPads has changed the learning that we've been doing in science. Is like we can do more things and like on hands things like gizmos. From last year we had to look up from the board, and now we can just do it straight from our tablets.
iPad has changed the way I learn because like it's easier since you can you don't have to write it down. You can just put it on, think it in your head and then put it down on the iPad.
Well, we don't use paper as much, so it's saving trees and environment. And also, when we using our iPads, we can write our thoughts, and also it helps us with our grammar and autocorrect and stuff.
That's much easier to find information, and it helps us do more stuff that we can do normally without them.
It's stuff that we don't know, but we learn it faster with the iPads.
My favorite part about the iPads would have to be the hour of code. It's tricky but fun.
Yeah, we can use the gizmos on the iPad more efficiently.
My favorite part about using the iPads because in the subject plate tectonics, we didn't understand it at first, and an idea that I came up with was to use the app Keynote to help us understand it by making a flipogram of all this plate tectonics.
This app has taught me that I can graph easier, add and multiply exact numbers, and it gives me more options to do with math.
Because I like to write some songs and play different instruments.
So what app do you use for that?
GarageBand.
Apps that I also like to use is Keynote. So if I have a project that needs to be done, it's easier to do that.
Swift, because I get to learn how to code, and coding is science, and it's fun.
So I feel like Swift Playgrounds is like a really cool app for coding. It's just simple and easy.
Playgrounds gives me new experience in programming and designing, which can help me in the future.
What I like about Swift Playgrounds is that how it gives people opportunities who never want to try coding and different activities, like create stuff they never had a chance to do.
Mr. Yemma helps us and spends time with us to make sure that we understand what we're doing.
I like Mr. Yemma's personality.
Mr. Yemma makes science fun and not boring.
My favorite part about Mr. Yemma is you're funny and you make learning fun.
Mr. Yemma is amazing. Like, he's the funnest teacher. Like,
Mr. Yemma is very funny and really smart, and he knows a lot about technology. I wonder if he does.
My favorite part about Mr. Yemma is that he's a real cool teacher, very chilled, relaxed, but it's like when you get on his bad side, then I mean, you wouldn't want to really do that.
My favorite part about Mr. Yemma is that he's a cool teacher, silly, make you laugh anytime. Yeah.
My favorite part about Mr. Yemma is that he's a pretty chill teacher and he can teach when he wants to. Well, he's a good teacher and he's a good friend.
Yeah.
My favorite part of Mr. Yemma is Mr. Yemma.
My favorite thing about Mr. Yemma is he's not a very serious teacher, but he can be sometimes, and he makes things fun.
Mr. Yemma always have positive vibes, and he always can turn a lesson fun, and it's always funny. It's funny.
Best teacher, number one.
My favorite part of about Mr. Yemma is he cares about his students.